today, Ladner.
Ladner, yeah.
So this today's small town feature is actually a quaint little community, Ladner. It's just south of Vancouver in the municipality of Delta. And the majority of Delta's population is actually in both Tsawwassen and Ladner. Ladner has about 20,000 residents. Now, this community in Ladner is rich in heritage, and it's mostly because of its geography. Many First Nations people flock to the area because of the easy access to both the river and the sea for fishing. Then, non-native settlers actually came to the area because of the fertile land across the river delta. And then, of course, as well, the transportation, it was so convenient to produce, to transport produce and livestock via the waterways. And Ladner Landing, which is a local wharf, allowed farmers to actually serve areas like Victoria, Nanaimo, New Westminster, and then eventually Vancouver as well. So these waterways are incredibly important, and now they're also used for fun. So let's get into the photos. All right, the first photo was sent in by Danny and Justine, and this is Canoe Path on the Fraser River in Ladner. The Brunswick Cannery actually used to stand on these pilings. Michael Owen sent this next photo in, and there's about 100 floating homes in Ladner. These are just some of them. Beautiful. I'd love to live down there. Will and Barb sent this photo in. The swans on the docks of the River Run Cottage Bed and Breakfast. This is looking out from the cottage. Sarah Garr sent this photo in, and this is from the Migratory Bird Sanctuary, which is not too far from Ladner. And this is a photo of her son, Ben, and of course with a bag of seeds. And we'll give you one more just quickly, Tyler Garham, and this is a photo of the McKee House, one of the original Ladner homes, which was built in 1895 and is now a registered heritage home. Beautiful. It's now a community music school. All right, so weekendmusic@globaltv.com is our email address. We'll have more photos next hour.
All right, 8:49, time to check back in with Kristi Gordon for more of her small town today. Kristi?
So excited about today's small town Ladner. We've got some great photos. So thank you to everyone who sent them in. This first photo here was sent in by Sharon Wright, and this is her son, Stephen, off in the distance, and dog, Susha. And they're at the Ladner Dike, and Susha wasn't allowed to go all the way out there because it was too muddy. You can see that she's eagerly watching her son. All right, Steve Van Wright sent this next photo in. This is the Fraser River and North Shore Mountains in behind. Beautiful shot. He says it's one of his favorite spots to go. It's at Wellington Park in Ladner, Point Park. And Claire and Cliff sent this photo in, and this is Claire's Bed and Breakfast. Thank you for that one. Stephanie Pollard sent this photo in. The Ladner welcome sign with the crane wearing the Canucks t-shirt. Nice work. Robert Lowe sent this photo in, and this is an older picture from about 30 years ago. Robert's parents' store is this store here, the Ladner Grocery, but it actually used to be called Johnny's by everyone who knew the area. It was very popular back then. That's his dad apparently in the green vest there. Thanks, Robert, for that one. John Fluker sent this photo in. He lives on a floating home, and this is one of the sunset shots from his home. Beautiful, John. Gorgeous. Linda Cummings sent this photo in, and this is a photo she took while hiking along the dike at the end of Port Keyshawn. Brian and Mary Hart sent this photo in, and this is, I guess, a frequent visitor to their area. And Doug Lumley sent this photo in, an annual quilt walk and classic car show that they have in Ladner every year, and this year will be held on August 21st. Thanks, Doug, for that one. Joe Kofod sent this photo in, and this is the Ladner waterfront as seen from the Ladner Reach Marine, which is just west of Ladner Village. Joe, that's a gorgeous photo. Sarah Richmond sent this last photo in for this hour. This is kayaks, which can be rented apparently for a leisurely paddle down the slough, and you can check out all these houseboats. That would actually be a fun Saturday afternoon, wouldn't it, Sophie?
Downtime?
Yeah, that's right. So before I get into the photos, just quickly, I'd like to correct something. We talked about the area where there's a number of floating homes, and at one point I called them houseboats. I do apologize. They're floating homes, of course. Just a ton of them. Gorgeous little area of Ladner. Okay, so this first photo was sent in by Pat Jones, and this is a photo of some of her friends out paddling in the Ladner Marsh. And she says that they go kayaking in the Ladner area at least 2 to 3 times a week, all year long. So gorgeous. That's a beautiful shot. Thanks, Pat, for that one. Kathy Nadowski sent this photo in, and this is a photo of a tandem wheelchair, and it's lent to families with children with disabilities. And there's a Ladner program called REACH, a Child, Youth, and Development Society that actually lends these out to the families and helps them. They've been doing this since 1956, so good for you guys. Katie Lewis sent this photo in, and this is a photo that was a number of photos taken by grade 12 student Carla de la Rosa, and this is a photo of the Weston Island Bridge, and just a really cool shot. I guess she put a bunch of photos together. Thank you so much, Katie, for sending that one in, and well done, Carla. All right. Oh, and by the way, that bridge turned 100 last year. Dan Donaldson sent this photo in, a bunch of fish boats in the Ladner Harbor. Gorgeous shot with the water all glassy like that. Greg C. sent this photo in of one of the farms in the area. Beautiful, great agricultural area there. Chris Scoor sent this photo in, and this is the Ladner Community Lifeboat. All of the members of this community lifeboat are volunteers, and they help around the community in various ways. Holly Cameron Davies sent this photo in, and this is La Belle Auberge, and this is an example of the adaptive reuse of a number of the heritage buildings that they have in Ladner. Bob Christopholi sent this photo in of the Ladner Slough taken while he was heading out for the day of sailing. Isn't that beautiful? So those are all the float homes. Karen Martinolich sent this photo in. And this is the 115th Ladner Pioneer May Days, and this year it takes place on the May long weekend, and it's something for the whole family. This is one of the petting zoo photos. Thanks, Karen, for that one. Chandra Coleman sent this next photo in, and this is a photo from the Wellbrook Winery in Ladner, and they have an annual summer fest every July. It's free for the entire community. Apparently that's the owner, Terry Bremner, just on the right-hand side there, and he donates a part of the proceeds to the Delta Hospital Auxiliary. All right. Thank you to everyone who sent in photos. Great part of our province. WeekendNews@GlobalTV.com is our email address. If you would like to suggest your small town, we have so much fun doing the small town, don't we, Soph?
We do. It's beautiful. Great way to see BC. Thank you, Kristi.